on, guys? Welcome back to Vlogcast episode 6. I feel like I need to talk to the camera, but I'm just out here birding the streets. We are joined, I would say the one and only, but there could be a couple more of you. You never know.
There's a lot of clones out there right now.
This is Tyler Brash. You guys may know him from TikTok. You may know him from his Oscars he's won in the future. But no, guys, I had Tyler on my channel a little while ago. We filmed the video. Damn, my man's mobbing. And today, I figured we hop out here and we do a little birding. You know what I mean? We try to stay mobile. We try to stay active on here. And so we're gonna kind of get into what Tyler does. I'll let you introduce yourself because I always try to introduce people when it doesn't work out. So give them the best introduction of yourself.
Okay, I'm Tyler Brash. I like to call myself a musician and a actor.
You are?
And I model as well. I try to be a model. You can find me anywhere on Instagram, TikTok.
What can they find you at?
Tyler.Brash.
Tyler.Brash.
I don't know why, but the handle's already taken, Tyler Brash.
So then once you had to add the dot,
Tyler Brash, the original.
you put the dot everywhere.
Yeah.
You're like, if I'm gonna embrace the dot.
Exactly. So I put it everywhere. If you can find me anywhere, Tyler.Brash. Some may know me as the cringy guy.
The cringy guy.
But
no.
I work my ass off for what I want. So yeah.
First of all, Tyler, you having fun? Is this the most fun?
Yeah, this is probably the best interview I've ever had. So shout out to Jordan Beau, dude.
Listen, I don't like to sit in chairs. I'm too fidgety for that. We like to. Jason's actually on rollerblades going backwards right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shout out Jason, dude.
So I kind of want to start today's episode off. First of all, rate us 5 stars on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever. I don't even know how it works. So just do things that you think would be good for this to, get on that recommended. We were trending in France. We were trending in Russia. Let's trend in like.
Oh yeah, dude.
We were. I'm not here to flex or anything, but I'm a pretty big deal in Russia.
Dude, Vladimir, dude.
Vladimir's always watching.
It's banging to Jordan
Watch,
Beau.
you guys ready for this little U-turn we're about to do here? So kind of want to start it with, I feel like where you got your original fame, should we call it, your original start, and that's TikTok. TikTok's kind of been going off, and you.
Yeah.
I want to say the first time I came across you was when you were, honestly, like, I don't want to bring it up, we'll talk about this later, but it's the whole Max Dressler thing.
Yeah.
No,
you can talk about anything you want to talk about.
So we'll get into that, but you were making these kind of POV style videos.
Right.
Hopefully it's not too windy out here in the streets, you know what I mean? And how did that start? Were you always into acting? Was that your way of getting into acting, or was that you accidentally realizing you like acting?
Kind of a mixture of both, man. I started posting comedy skits, like relatable comedy skits.
Okay.
And then I was like, dude, I gotta do something different and something that's gonna blow me the hell up, So.
Hey, you can cuss here, dude.
Okay.
I mean,
blow me the up. That's what I want.
We'll just bleep it for the younglings, you know what I mean?
Blow me the up. All right, so what I did is start posting these acting skits, but I thought they were not cringy. Now that I look back, I can't even watch them.
He's like, people were right, damn.
But I started posting these acting skits, and then that's when reactions got super popular, and Max started reacting to my stuff and blew up a following from that, and then like I got pissed and jealous, because he was getting more followers than me. But then I kept working hard and doing these absurd POVs, like putting myself in situations like I almost died on a cliff, burned my grandma's house down.
I know the grandma's house thing, but you actually almost like died off
on the cliff.
Off a cliff?
I had a videographer. I'm like shivering, bro. I had a videographer like shoot with me on this rock climbing like vertical like this, dude. And I almost slipped and fell to my death on some GTA.
How tall was this cliff?
Dude, it was high. We hiked up it for like 30 minutes. No joke.
Would you have been content dying doing skits? Or would you rather have won an Oscar first and then like?
I would have rather blew up a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, but
was Max big when you guys started this?
No.
So Max also grew. Who was bigger?
I was bigger.
These scooters are they're struggling up this hill a little bit.
I was bigger. And then he just started getting huge, man.
Okay.
He was getting huge. And I wasn't having it, so that's when I was immature and blew up on him and made me look really bad, But I take everything I said back, Max, like I'm a nice human being. I'm not trying to...
So you that was actually a question I kind of had saved.
We were gonna box, but he didn't want to box, so.
I can see that.
Some like YouTuber shit.
You're in some decent shape. You look like you've been to the gym a couple times.
Yeah.
Max Dressler, with all due respect, doesn't look like he's seen a gym.
Yeah.
I don't think you disagree with me. I don't think I'm being rude. I'm just saying.
No, yeah. No, I work out every day, so.
So I get it.
I'm no meathead, but I work out every day.
So you and Max, do you guys still talk? Are you guys cool? Like.
No, dude. He's gone.
He's gone. What's he doing these days? Is he still popping on there, or he kind of?
I think he's doing Twitch.
Okay, streaming.
Yeah.
Do you think? What do you think TikTok's longevity is looking like right now? I don't know. Like I feel like a lot of people are kind of branching off of TikTok. Maybe that's because people don't see like they don't see TikTok going forever. So it's like, well, let me get my bag, or let me make sure I lock something down right now that's permanent. Do you think TikTok's going further, or you think it's kind of dying out? What do you think?
Well, everything in life is temporary, for sure. I think it's got about 2 more years, and in my opinion, there's only so much trends you could do, right?
Yeah.
So, I pray to God that I make it before it dies out, and
We're getting reckless out here.
But yeah, I got some stuff coming out that's like, literally, we flew out to Tennessee.
You told me.
And we got we're filming on Reds. I told you about that, and a whole screenwriter. And I'm excited, dude. I'm trying to pioneer the way acting is, as far as we had talked about this, using your platform using your platform as a whole portfolio.
Okay.
I know some guys in LA try to make it big by going out for audition, waiting 2 months.
Yeah.
Just to wait 2 months that Brad Pitt got the role.
Yeah.
So in that meantime, you could have been a director, sees your portfolio on Instagram or on TikTok, and he sees that, dude, this guy can play the freaking next Mayweather.
Of course.
Documentary or film.
It's almost like your audition, like you're offering an audition already before you've even auditioned, right? Like people have this whole almost resume to look at without even having you come in.
Exactly.
And so you can have people interested in you without even auditioning you ever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, and I hope to succeed in that. I'm doing my best in every way that I can. I'm investing all my life earnings and my lifetime to do this. I dropped out of college and shit, so.
I feel like we didn't talk about this last time, because you told me you at one point were living out your car.
Yeah. My dad's real traditional.
Okay.
So if you don't go to the military or get a job, then you're literally nothing to him, or go to school.
Okay. Are you guys close?
No.
Okay.
I talk to him, I love him, and but we're not close.
Okay.
I told him I want to go to San Diego, and I'm gonna go to school out there.
Where are you from?
Riverside.
Okay.
So it's about 2 hours away from San Diego.
Yeah.
That was my dream. I said I'm gonna do it. So I did it. Lived out my car with no money. I got kicked out before I got graduated.
Okay. Because you didn't go to college or get a job?
Because I didn't want to abide by his schedule or like rules, Not that I was a delinquent, doing drugs. I didn't do all that.
Yeah.
But I moved out, and I didn't have enough money to go to live somewhere, so I lived in my car.
Okay.
For like a week. And I was couch surfing over at my hometown. I was couch surfing.
Okay.
And then, me and my buddy got an apartment, and we moved out, and the rest is history, bro.
So
I got 2 years done in like 1 year at community college, and I was gonna transfer, and then my girlfriend broke up with me, and I started TikTok, and it was the best thing that probably ever happened to me, getting broken up with.
Hey, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you need a little wake-up call in your life.
Well, not that, dude. She wouldn't support what I'm doing, and she's traditional too, so I would have.
Do you think she was holding you back a little bit?
100%, dude. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to be an accountant, even though I was good at it,
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I remember last time you talked about that, kind of told me that story, so we don't need to call you broke, but you were...
I'm very broke still, dude, I'm very open about it.
Okay.
I got like $1,500 in my bank account.
I love Tyler's honesty, my favorite. I was gonna ask, I feel like we didn't talk about this last time. A lot of people are always curious about money. Obviously, we don't need to know your personal life, but
how much do I make?
With TikTok, have you made some money? Have you figured out kind of a way to get by using TikTok, or are you making money in kind of other ways?
I've made money off TikTok.
Okay.
Based on like brand deals, but that's not my brand. Okay. I'm not a slut for money. Okay. So like, even if I'm down in the dirt, I won't post someone else's brand to get like $400 or $500 a grand.
Do you have a manager?
Yeah, I have a manager.
Okay.
But yeah, I've made money, but nothing you've made, you know?
He just calls me out like that. Yeah, I'm out here slutting around, you know what I mean?
No, I'm not. You got a Porsche, bro. Like, you got your own house.
Listen, people
got a
think I'm
dog.
balling. People genuinely think I'm balling. I'm so far from balling. I'm a huge car guy, so I only feel confident putting my money in the market that I'm really well aware of. So my cars are more investments for me for both content and for, like I said, I tend to make money on my cars.
Right.
I spend a lot of time shopping for cars, so it's not like I'm just that guy that goes out and leases a Lambo because I'm rich. I am by no means rich.
You're blessed for sure.
But
huh?
yeah, you know, I can't complain, dude. Life is good. I'm doing what I love. The houses in this damn neighborhood are just, that's probably, LeBron James probably lives there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. All right, moving on. So I kind of want to touch, I was going to touch on what you said later, but I guess we're going to touch on it now. Your kind of transition, you went from TikTok, like you said, some people thought you were cringy. You kind of realized later you were cringy, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like, and we already talked about this, but like everyone kind of needs to do something. The people who are doing cringy stuff are just people who don't care what people think.
They want views too.
And are using the stepping stones, you know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you got to put yourself out there. If you want to be a singer, an artist, sometimes you got to go play on Santa Monica for a couple bucks, you know what I mean? Get your name out there, see if you can get discovered. I mean, look at Bieber, same thing. When Bieber was young, he was out there drumming in the,
100%.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you kind of get my point here. So you kind of realized over time, you liked acting, it was working for you. I noticed your production quality. We kind of looked at that last time we were shooting together. Your production quality jumped a bunch over the course of your TikTok career. So you transition, now you're shooting on big cameras and stuff like that. So what's going on right now? What are you working on? You said you just have a tendency to shoot.
Yeah, so I started obviously posting shit on my phone.
Okay.
Invested that money, bought a camera.
What camera did you
buy? Dude, you get G7X, dude.
Oh, hey! The vlogger camera.
I was gonna vlog on it, but I was like, you know what? I invested in this camera, I might as well just film off for my TikToks.
Yeah.
Invested that money into mics and all that, lighting and all that. And then my manager hit me up, and he's got a very good production team.
Okay.
And
did you have the manager at the time, or this is when you got the manager who had the production team?
I didn't have the manager at the time.
Okay.
I was doing everything on my own. But that got me to get reached out to by the manager.
Okay.
And then the manager liked my drive, and we're gonna be posting some crazy stuff with other actors in there.
Okay.
Other people in there. It's not gonna be POV no more. It's gonna be turn your phone for an experience.
Oh, sweet.
So it's gonna be a lot more captivating moments with shots.
Okay.
All the freaking what do you call it? Color grading and sound design, and it's gonna be an actual movie that we're submitting to festivals.
So are you still doing short form content?
Yeah.
So it'll be short.
It was be short, my bad, not a movie.
Okay. Will it be like scenes, or will it be an entire short story?
It'll be posted individually scenes.
Okay.
Of all one short story.
Oh, cool.
And at the end, it'll be posted all once.
Oh, that's sweet.
On YouTube. And I plan, so you know how I did the thing with Noel?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, no one's putting this much money and time except for, I'd say him and us, like me.
So Noel, does he act or he just produces?
Yeah, he acts.
Because he's a comedian,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm sure he acts.
I'm sure he acts, yeah.
So he's kind of doing similar stuff than you're doing.
Yeah, but his is more short. Ours
Okay.
is pretty longer. And I don't compare in anything, but we have a team that actually like went to award ceremonies for, and went to school for this stuff.
Are you still working with Noel?
No, I haven't, because I think the pandemic stuff, but
Okay.
he said he was gonna put me in his other stuff, but I know it costs a lot of money to do those films. So.
Okay, so you're investing everything in. You got full production now. You got the cameras. You got the quality. Where can people see this stuff? Are you going to put it across all platforms? Are you going to be posting?
All platforms: TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat,
What's
Twitter.
going to be the main? What's going to be the main where they can flip their phone, get the experience? Are you going to do IGTV?
Oh, the main is gonna be posted everything. But main is TikTok. You're gonna want to watch it on TikTok, and YouTube as well.
I was gonna say YouTube.
So
you got to do YouTube.
I'm gonna explain this. It's obviously gonna be more than a minute long.
Okay.
So that minute is gonna be posted on TikTok. The rest of that minute on that scene
Hey, let's pull over a little. We got a car here.
is gonna be posted on YouTube.
So I would I don't want to be the I'm gonna act like I'm a know-it-all here, but I'm just saying I definitely recommend YouTube. I think the longevity is in YouTube the most. TikTok's obviously right now just the easiest platform to get as many eyes on your stuff. So I think you guys are doing it right. And then I'd say utilize those new platforms, like Snapchat Spotlight's getting people a lot of views because they're pushing people. And like especially with the stuff you're doing because it's so new. We got this golf cart being pushed uphill right now. Are we dying?
We're pushing.
All right, let's go. Here, I'll push this. Ready? Ready? we're
This car.
It's FedEx, okay? But yeah, man, no, all these new. Oh my. Jason, can you just get out for a second and just show what's going on? We just gotta show this, the methods of what's happening right now. This is the behind the scenes.
Gotta do what we can do.
Sometimes you gotta hustle in life, okay? Even though Ryan and the Nick have no need to be hustling right now. I owe you guys a nice meal or something. All right, so next thing I want to touch on is kind of the transition of like mainstream media. But let's talk like movies and television since that's kind of your forte. What are your thoughts on like everything moving from traditional to like Netflix, all these streaming platforms, Amazon, Hulu? Is that kind of the goal for you, or do you hope to kind of make it by the time mainstream's still around? Like, are you kind of a fan of box office and being out in the theaters, or do you like the whole having your own Netflix or Amazon Prime show? Like, what's the goal for you?
I wouldn't be against any of that. I love old traditional movies, like going to a movie theater.
Okay.
I think that will always be
kind of like the concert, right? The concert, the tour of acting.
Right, exactly. But I'm not, dude, I think the streaming services is the future, you know?
Yeah.
But
and the way to blow up on there. I mean, you get one movie, you could go from nothing to A-list. It happens time and time again.
Guy, bro, like
Noah Centineo.
Yeah,
His movie actually comes out this week. We're just out here struggling to go as slow as the golf cart. My man's out here working. Yeah, actually, so to all the boys I love, to all the girls, to all the people I love, that third one comes out.
No way, third?
The third one, yeah. Me and my girl are kind of doing a little marathon. Jason's out here walking.
Yeah, he definitely is a heartthrob, huh?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you look at like his career, off three movies, he had one other big movie, like, and he's straight up A-list, right? Like, I mean,
A-list, yeah.
He can book any movie, I'm guessing. Is that's the goal for you? Do you want a Netflix show? Do you want an Amazon show?
I don't know if I'm a heartthrob.
This is so funny, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm a heartthrob, but I definitely want to be A-list.
I think you could be a heartthrob.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm a short guy. Like, I don't know.
Short guy. My man, you're as tall as me. How tall are you? 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah, something like that.
Come on, bro. We're almost average. We're a little below.
You think a short guy could be a heartthrob?
Oh, you want me to name all the people you didn't know were this short? Do you know how tall Bieber is? You know how tall Zac Efron is?
Bieber's how tall?
He's like 5'9". Do you know how tall Zac Efron is?
Okay, that makes me feel better.
Zac Efron.
Okay, what?
Biggest heartthrob in the world.
What?
He's like 5'8", 5'9".
Okay.
He's our height almost.
Now you're blowing up my head,
That's what I'm
dude.
saying, dude. I'm just trying to gas you up a little bit. All right, we're gonna go grab some food. You said you like acai bowls.
Yeah.
Golf cart has just severely died. I mean, I'm not here to brag, but the scooters outlived the golf cart.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, let's eat some food, and we got some fan questions we're gonna get into. One of them is proof that you could be a heartthrob. So we'll say that right now. Let's cut.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we just went from scootering to eating. What a day. I'm gonna spill my bananas everywhere. Is that okay? Oh, as I said that, I spilled the banana.
Dude, it was probably the best acai bowl I ever had.
Oh, you've had one bite.
One bite, bro. That's how I know. It's like the first blood.
I did not spill that banana. That was there before we got here, I swear. Tyler, you make music now. How did that happen? Have you always wanted to make music?
Yeah.
Did you succumb to the social media world where it just makes sense to be a musician? Explain to us while I eat.
always wanted to make music.
Okay.
Way before all this stuff. And I never had the, I wasn't secure enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I was always worried about what people, like, dude, this is trash. Because I've looked on people's music, oh, this is SoundCloud.
Uh-huh.
like SoundCloud quality. So when the time was right and I had like a producer that was amazingly talented, I was like, dude, it only makes sense. So literally been grinding that out. We made music in Nashville, so.
Big music spot. She make like indie rock kind of style, right?
Yeah, like.
I'd almost call it like modern rock.
Yeah.
Like today's version of rock. Because like rock's coming back. Not that it ever left, but like you got people like Jaden Hossler, MGK. Like rock's doing really well right now. Even Youngblood, I think, makes like another modern version of rock. Post Malone's been making some rock stuff.
My goal is to make every genre an album, every
that's cool.
genre album. So yeah, I just want to be versatile, even with acting.
So what do you like more, acting or music right now? Dang, I got him stumped.
Dude, I like music right now.
Really?
Yeah.
There's something about music, like people don't know this, but I low-key have a song I made that no one's really seen.
Oh yeah?
I actually teased it for the first time yesterday. Jason really knows this because we're supposed to make a music video for it, but life's been hectic. But ever since, like, anyone who's been to a concert knows that, like, that connection is very envious. Like when you watch someone be able to go up on stage and connect with all these people who are there just to listen to what they created is really powerful, right? And I think that's what inspires a lot of people to get into music.
What kind of music did you do?
I made a rap song, kind of, but it's like pop. The chorus is a little like sing pop-ish. Not really.
You gotta show me it, bro.
I will. It's my first song. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so the very first song I made, I released.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's all on all platforms, you know.
Okay.
I was showing Jason some of the.
You showed me some of your other stuff last time. I've been kind of keeping up with your new stuff you've been making.
Yeah, I like the new stuff better.
That song you made a TikTok about the other day was good.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I wrote that in a deep part of my life.
So who's Tyler Brash's like role models? Who do you look up to? Is it more musicians, actors, creators? What is it?
Everybody, dude. Like, as far as like acting and music, minus all the controversy, I'm a big Shia LaBeouf fan.
Oh, really? No, he's sweet, dude. He's like the most interesting man ever.
Yeah.
You actually kind of remind me of like Shia LaBeouf in a way. Like, he just doesn't care.
I relate to him the most.
He doesn't care what people think. He's kind of become a meme, but he's still the coolest dude ever.
Exactly.
Did you see that video of him on that, like, they were doing some sort of, I don't know what it's called. It's like, they were like reading like a script for like charity. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That was my favorite thing I've ever seen.
Him, Miles Teller.
He's cool.
Conor McGregor. And Juice WRLD.
How has Conor McGregor gotten squeezed in there?
Ever since he like started fighting, I feel like in a way, I relate to most of these people because he's so addicted to like what he does.
Yeah.
That he's like almost lost in his world.
Okay.
And he literally started from like he was a plumber, Conor, and then he dropped everything. And he used to get in fights with his dad and his mom. He used to live in the attic and just kept fighting, and no one really believed him, not even his parents.
His wife right now, or girlfriend, I'm not sure if they're married.
His parents did.
She's been with him since like the beginning.
That was like the only person, and his coach, obviously.
Which is super cool. Are you always into fighting? You like watching fighting? Do you fight?
I wrestled in high school, so like, but no, I don't condone fighting.
Okay. Unless it's on YouTube and it's Max on the other side.
Exactly.
I think we talked about this last time. Do you know who Tim Grover is? He's this like big sports
Analyst?
He does like sports med for like massive athletes like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. All the greats. People way before Kobe Bryant's time too, around Michael Jordan's time. And he talks about these people called cleaners. I think I might have mentioned this to you last time. I don't know. But cleaners are pretty much like someone that like is never satisfied, always wants more. People like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, people that like Tom Brady or Gronk, right? Like you finish the game, you win a Super Bowl, on to the next. You're not there celebrating, you're not done, you're not completed. You're just like almost like mild psychopath, kind of like the Pauls, right? Cleaners, like nothing will stop them. They know what they want, they're gonna get what they want. That's what Conor McGregor is. I mean, I feel like from what I've known of you, you have that inside of you. Where like you're never satisfied. Do you think you'll be satisfied when you win an Oscar? Or you think it'll just be on to the next movie?
I think, I think that's what I'm battling.
Okay.
Because, to be honest with you, dude, like, I think, like, I'm so sure about what I'm gonna do that I'm already, like, sad about it.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like once I do all these achievements and have these accolades, I'm gonna like, still be sad, you know?
Okay.
And that's what's like eats me up.
Well, so you think like, are you happy now or are you unhappy now? And you think those are gonna like make you happy?
I'm happy as what I'm doing, but I'm not happy as the way I live life.
Okay.
The way I outlook life is that's why I'm writing a book and stuff. Is it's kind of depressing how I like outlook life, like as far as death and stuff. It's kind of deep, but
yeah, I feel like you need to explain unless you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I'll talk about it. So like, you work your whole life and it's like, what was the point of it?
Okay.
Like, okay, dude, I know I probably sound stupid, but what I'm trying to say is you become numb to things that have hurt you, like, growing up, like my family, and you learn to you've been taught to forgive and, like, forget and stuff.
Okay.
Forgive, and then you build, like, this callus of, like, feeling, and you feel kind of numb to everything, and it makes you, like, sad. And I guess what I'm trying to do is like basically like anything that's like big or little, it's still like saddening for me. Like to be feeling like always anxious and depressed, bro.
Okay.
And you come a point in time where it's like a mosquito trying to fly by your ear all the time. It's like annoying and you don't want it to. You just want it to stop, and it sucks when there's no like, ultimately there's medication, but in the end you're dependent on this chemical to make you feel and be dependent on something that's...
Chemical as in like dopamine or something that makes you happy in your head, you're saying?
No, like I took meds in the past, like psychological
Oh, you're saying
meds.
you don't like being reliant on that stuff?
Yeah, because like, but there's downfall to not taking those meds, dude. Like constant, like feeling like anxious, like, or like with me, my biggest fear is like dying young. For some reason, I've always felt like I was gonna die soon.
I have the same
I never talked about that, but
I'm very scared of dying. And my theory is I talk to my girlfriend a lot. So this is a weird conversation. I feel like a lot of people can second this. You ever wonder that like, or not wonder, but you ever realize that like 50, 40, 50, 60-year-olds like, and then especially the elderly, they just don't care. Like they have zero fear of dying.
it's not like how I'm gonna die. I got so much shit to say and talk about and live that I'm afraid that all that was gonna be for nothing.
Of course. No,
And
like,
I'm sure
I
people-
like my life so much that I don't want to die. Like I just want to live.
Right.
I want to live a long life, and I think everyone does. My theory is that we're at this weird age right now where like our conscious is at like an all-time high, right? Like, I mean, we are. I don't know. I wouldn't say. I'd say you always get more wise, but like, as you get to our age, like we're like almost that adult level of intelligence, right? Where like we start realizing everything. We have these crazy realizations. We're very conscious about we're consciously conscious, right? So like, I just think that's a normal thing to be scared of when you're our age. And I think as you live longer, you start to realize you'll learn more that it's inevitable, right? And it's not ever worth worrying about, right? And obviously, I think there's pros to it. People like myself, like I'm kind of a hypochondriac, right? Like I think I grew
Yeah.
up doing so much adrenaline-filled stuff that now it's like I'm overly safe, right? But that's a good thing, right? Like I don't like walking on the right side of the road with my back turned to cars. I don't like getting too sketchy
Like
because
paranoid.
I don't want to die, right?
Like paranoid a little?
But I guess, but not in a bad way, right? Like it just makes me live a safer life. Like my brother's a fireman, so he sees a lot of things, and he does stuff like that too, right? Because he sees it. He sees car crashes, right? Driving safe, all this stuff. But I think that all just comes out from being, like you said, just that little fear of dying. But I don't think that's bad. And I don't think it's a weird thing to have at your age, and I think it'll go away. B, I think that that unhappiness you're talking about, that I don't know about. I think that's just being our age, and there's so much in life to deal with. And you're also in that like tunnel vision where you're like work, goals are all you're staring at, right? But I can tell you the one thing I've learned, I think we talked about this again also, is like reaching your goals is never fulfilling. It's never as fulfilling as you think it's going to be. So what you need to do is kind of just enjoy every moment in life on the way up there. So it says like, there's a saying, it's like, I think this is also talked about, another one of my vlogcasts was like, take a stop to enjoy the view or something like that. So like, don't just stare at your goal and black everything out until you get there. You need to enjoy life because again, we all could die tomorrow, right? And if you die tomorrow and you were just worried about your goal your whole life, well, you didn't really live, did you? Right?
I'm very, very grateful for what I have and I get to be. But I 100% agree, bro. Like, that's my biggest thing right now I'm working on is appreciating what I have right now.
Yeah.
And
that is
I'm
the
not
key to
doing certain
happiness.
things to like get an object or a material. Although it's nice to like have luxury and stuff, but
Yeah.
in the end, dude, like money comes and goes, and I've had a little bit of it, and I've had like none. You know, so
Yeah.
I just feel like what sucks is that nothing's ever good enough, you know?
Mhm.
And you find yourself chasing this, you know, tail. But yeah, dude. Yeah, it sucks. Well, not only like your family too. Like, I don't talk about this a lot, but my family doesn't really support what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So that sucks in itself, you know. I'm trying to create myself, or I'm trying to, you know, be happy with being solo and not having that support system, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's, dude, like, you care about your family's opinion,
Of course.
people you love. And you could have a million friends that are like for you, but if your mom or dad aren't, like, it kind of like sucks, you know.
The thing with parents is like, I think people again, another thing that happens at our age is you start having to make decisions that sometimes don't follow the opinion of your parents. Like, you watch Gary Vee a lot? Follow Gary Vee?
A little bit, yeah.
Gary always talks about, it's like, your family, and obviously there's going to be exceptions out there, but for the most part, your family will always love you, right? You might have times where you feel like they don't love you just because they don't support what you're doing, but just because they don't support what you're doing doesn't mean they don't love you and care about you, and they're probably still keeping up with you, right? So it's like, I think your parents, you get to an age where they're just trying to hold on to you as much as they can, which is our age right now, right? I mean, I moved out a while ago, and I kind of enabled myself to kind of go fly and spread my wings, right? But it happens at different ages. Some people are 30 doing that same thing, right? Which, like, your parents have this natural tendency to want to hold on to you, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes college or working a job is their way of you doing what they had in mind, and it's hard for them to let go and let you be, because once you start making your own decisions, you're a full-fledged adult, right? Make sense?
100%, but I think I battle the fact that I agree with you. Me, I overthink way too much.
Yeah, I do too.
You love, let's say, you know, your dad, right?
Yeah,
With loving that person, you would want them happy, correct?
of course.
That means you love them.
Yeah.
If you want them happy.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not a phase for your dad to be in cars, he's been in cars for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Not even 20 plus, 5 years, 3
In
years, 2
cars,
years.
like, in a car itself, or
I'm
in
sorry,
two
like,
cars?
yeah, investing and, you know, always being at car shows and
Yeah.
whatnot, right? Not any point in your life would you ever want something other than your dad to be happy because you love him. And now hear me out,
Everyone I love, yeah.
Now, if you put your dad in a situation where you tell him, hey, this isn't gonna work out for you with the car stuff. You need to work at an office or do this.
Me telling my dad, you're
Yeah,
saying. Okay.
yeah. But let's say he's your son or whatever. I know this is confusing, and your dad is not happy doing an office job. He's not happy, and he tells you this. Now, I know my parents love me, but I question a lot of things, and like I question like, yeah, there's an extent for you wanting the best for me, but there's an extent of you like loving me and wanting me to be happy, living a fulfilling life, and that goes back to
like wanting you to do what you love because it'll make you happy.
So God gave me my life,
Yeah.
a blessing, and I'm gonna do what another human wants me to do. You know, and that's so disrespectful in a way that it's like, dude, I get one life, dude.
Of course.
And you're gonna want me to sit in a effing thing where I'm not happy and you know I'm not happy, but yet you still want it from me? Why is that? So that questions, and I know why that for a parent's view, but it's also like, dude, I question everything in my life and it's like very confusing, you know?
I think not the answer, but realization, or something maybe you haven't realized yet, or maybe you have, that you need to focus on is we are at a really odd space and time, our generation, Gen Z or whatever the hell we are, where so much new stuff's coming out, so much new tech's coming out. The world of social media is different. I mean, the world of social media is out. The world of media, traditional media is different. Politics, everything's different, right? And a lot of kids our age, more so than probably our parents did at their time, are dealing with parents that don't understand what's going on, right? So you can, but you should.
But there's a film of ignorance, like,
Absolutely.
right?
But it's not intentional ignorance, right?
Right.
So it's like your parents don't understand they're being ignorant. That's what they think, that's what's best for you. So sometimes your parents think what's best for you is what'll make you happier in the long run. Because what happens is a parent thinks, you are the child, right? They are the ones with wisdom, quote unquote. So yes, like you said, sometimes they're being ignorant, thinking that you think you know what's best for you, but really they know what's best for you, right? And that's not true. That's just what parents think. I mean, it's your kid, right? You want him. Sometimes your kids aren't thinking right? I mean, when you were 5 and you wanted to put something in your mouth, that's not what was best for you, but you thought that was best for you, so you put it in your mouth. Your parents knew better than you. But it gets to a certain age where now your parents sometimes don't know better than you. So I think, and this, keep in mind, take this from me too, like I've been through what you've been through. Not as severe, I can definitely say that. I've had more support from my parents, but I had to deal with at one point telling my mom that I wanted to pursue YouTube. You can, dude, if you ever want support, go talk to creators, because a lot of creators go through the same thing. If their parents at some point didn't support them, and look at like someone like David Dobrik, right? He could have gone to his parents sometimes and said, hey, I want to pursue the internet. I want to be a Viner, right? I'm sure his parents, unless they were very, very, very supportive, were like, that's stupid, right? You should go to college. You should get a job.
100%.
And now, what do you think his parents say, right? So I think for you, yes, I'm not condoning your parents' decisions. They're being ignorant, but I think it's up to you now to show them that they're being ignorant one day.
Now let me ask you this. What's that point? When I win an Oscar? Are they going to be like?
I think it's before that, A, and B, it's going to be different for everyone. I think there's some parents out there that might never understand,
like,
right?
Everything you said right there, I agree. There's an extent of, okay, yeah, I see results. I see that he is growing a following from this. I see where this is going, and I know he's not going to stop. Why would I go against the grain here? You know, he's building a following, right? Why? What? It makes no sense, you know? If you're continuing to grow, right? Why would you be on the other train? And dude, what you're telling me is 100% right. Even myself as a father, I probably would be the same.
Yeah,
but
and you might not realize
what is that point where it's like, he won a Grammy, he won an Oscar.
Well, I think
or is that 500,000 or is that millions? You know, what is that?
There's no answer. That's the problem. There's no one answer. There's 100 different answers.
So you got skin in the game, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so your parents obviously
my parents
said you're right now, right?
It came to a point where my mom went from being that. Again, my mom was like, I'm an action sports kid, so she drove me to the skate park all growing up. She let me and my brother try everything we wanted. So again, not all parents are the same. There's parents who probably did even greater things for their kids growing up, but it's like, we can't compare, right? Our parents are parents. We love them for who they are.
What does your mom say now?
But so now it got to a point one day where your mom goes from being like, well, or let's say another mom who was even less happy with what their kid was doing. Maybe a mom in your situation where it's just like, right, where it's like, I don't want my kid doing this. My kid doesn't know what he's doing, right?
Right.
It'll come to a point where that's going to flop and they're going to start bragging about you, right? And is it right? Are they right? No, they shouldn't. They should have been supportive in the first place. But you can't instill what you want in everyone's head, right? You got to live your life, and that'll come. So like something Gary Vee always says is, if you sometimes have to disconnect from your family because you take their opinion, like you said, more than anyone else's opinion. Sometimes their opinion's not right. A lot of the time it's not right. There's no one in the world who knows better for yourself than you, right? You are with yourself 24/7 every day of your entire life, right? So no one knows you better than you.
Right.
So you just have to disconnect, and I know it's that question of like, when is it gonna be better? When are they gonna accept
Right.
it? When are they gonna be okay with it? But it's different for everyone. I think when you win an Oscar, I think they'll accept what you're doing a lot sooner than that. I think if you book a movie, you know what I mean? And I want to make sure we understand that isn't right. It shouldn't be that way, right? I don't want to say that's the way it should be, where your parents should already support you, right? But at the same time, it's like, you can't change their mind just like they can't change your mind, right? You guys are separate people, so you got to do what you know is best for you, and they'll come around. Family always comes around, you know? And that's just life. And again, I don't think it's intentional for the most part. I don't think, and I'm trying to generalize this, not just talking about your situation. This is going on with, I'm sure, 50% plus parents are like, what is 50% of people in our space? It's a new world. Parents don't know what's going on. So like, it takes a kid like myself to show my mom that you can make money on YouTube, right? And at least you're doing something a little more traditional. You're just starting your space in the non-traditional market of TikTok, of YouTube, of Instagram, to get to a more traditional point of view. But again, dude, you're an adult. You got to do what you want to do. I do think happiness comes from family and friends, so I think that can definitely affect your happiness. But if you truly know in your heart that what you're doing is right, and you truly know that your family at some point will realize that, and make that your goal. Make your goal not to win an Oscar, but to show your family that if that's what makes you happy, to show your family that what you're doing is sensible, right?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of all things. Yeah, dude, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I'm not the guru here. I'm just trying to.
I couldn't
That's
agree
just how
more.
my brain works.
I couldn't agree more. There's another thing that a lot of people ask me, like, oh, how do I do that? How do I not care what people think? You know what I mean? And I think there's a point in time where you're on social media and you care about what people think so much, right? And then it doesn't go in your favor, and you become the world's biggest laughing stock, or people don't like you because you're a certain image, right?
Yeah.
And then people are so scared of that.
People are terrified of that, yeah.
Right. Well,
same as like going up and presenting a project at school and everyone laughs at you because something went wrong.
Well, at the end of the day, you're going to sleep at night, and they're going to sleep at night, and they're going to breathe, and you're going to breathe. It says a lot about a person when they could do something like that. And so many people are worried about what other people think. When it's like, dude, you're sitting on a gold mine. You're so talented. Like, there's a lot of kids out there that need
like
that.
Fear holds them back, yeah.
Right, and they're like the next Justin Bieber, you know, but they're not, because, you know, Billy across the street
is gonna make fun of them.
Yeah.
They care what Billy thinks, right?
And so that to me is like, I heard this like wasted potential, bro, and that sucks. That's literally worse than like failure. Wasted potential.
I think people's issue is people need to learn. Kids our age need to learn. Kids younger than us, kids older than us. Everyone really needs to learn, who struggles with this, that not everyone's opinion in the world matters.
Right.
You can't, just doesn't, right? So Billy across the street.
But it's easy to say that rather than, you know, actually going through it.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes some time to learn this, but once you realize that, once you decide in your life whose opinion matters, your family, your friends, how far you want that to branch out, you kind of got to realize the people whose opinion should matter are the people who know you. If someone doesn't know you, they have no right to judge you.
Right.
And if they are judging you, well, what are they judging you based off of? Your image on the internet, their insecurity, right? So it's like, you need to decide every day, who are you going to let judge you? Who is what's the word? When someone is, who has the right to judge you? Who is gonna make that mark that you now say, okay, you can judge me, right? I'd let you judge me. I'd let Jason judge me. But I won't let that guy over there judge me.
Yeah.
Because he can say whatever he wants, but he doesn't know me. He doesn't know what I go home to. He doesn't know the work I put in. He doesn't know anything. So it's like, these people get on the internet and they just take judgment from all these random people. And half the time, these kids don't actually believe it. These kids are taking their upset, whatever they're upset about, and putting it out on you.
Oh, yeah.
So this kid doesn't think you're cringy.
Yeah.
He probably
a lot
doesn't
of
even-
kids are, just trolls, dude.
And it's just the thing, like those trolls.
Don't take it to heart.
Who cares, right? And again, I can say the same stuff about everything, over and over and over again. But the bottom line is, figure out who in your life you're going to take criticism from, and leave it at that. Don't take criticism from some random kid. A comment, again, like I said, like that person's following you. They clearly don't think you're that bad. If they're watching your stuff, if they really
More
hated your stuff,
engagement.
they wouldn't watch it. And that's why, it's like in your circumstance, being the cringy guy, I don't think people really believe that.
It's like 6'9", bro. Like that guy gets so much hate.
But he's the biggest.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, we got to wrap this up. We could do this all day. I got to have you on again as a guest in the future.
100%.
Any of these good podcasts you guys enjoy, I would love to have the guests on once we're massive.
This was awesome, bro.
I'm glad you
thank
enjoyed.
You for taking me here.
Thanks for talking about things. Thanks for being honest. Like, dude, when you talk about this stuff also, like, in any circumstance you've been looking for help and for someone to talk to, like, there's so many kids out there going through the same thing, right? Not even with social media, with school, with some kid wants to play tennis and their parent wants them to be an accountant, right? So it's like, it helps a lot of people when you get to talk about that and kids get to hear that stuff. And I mean, we're no experts, but we're young and we're going through it. I feel like the people who are the experts on any subject are the people who are going through that set of...
A guinea pig, yeah.
So,
do you have those Insta questions?
yeah, let's end it out on here. Again, guys, subscribe to the YouTube channel. These are just a couple questions we got from fans. I'm just gonna add this one because it's hilarious. Hey, have you ever been to Puerto Rico?
No, dude, I've never been to Puerto Rico. I want to go.
This is the most random question I've ever received in my entire life, so I figured I'd ask you. We'll go to Puerto Rico at some point.
We have to.
We were kind of already touched on this, but obviously you're gonna get this question. What are your thoughts on Max Dressler now?
I wish him, actually, truly, I wish him nothing but the best. Whatever it was, how I acted, it was immature, and yeah, I wish he does great things, man. I hope he finds love in what he does.
I'm sure he low-key wishes the best for you too. He just probably wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
No, he probably would say that. Maybe how old is he?
I don't know.
It's been like a year, dude. Maybe he's matured a little bit, you know what I mean?
19, 18, I don't know.
Last, and probably the most important question for all the fans out there. Are you single?
Yeah, I'm single as hell.
About as single as it gets.
Because I got too much, I'm broke, and I got too much to worry about other than a girl.
Girls are a lot of work.
And I hope one day when I'm touring or something, I can
Someone
find
comes
a
across?
princess, you know.
Would you date a fan?
I would want my girlfriend to be a fan of me.
Really?
But I don't know about a fan girl.
Okay.
You know, one of those like
Like she can't even talk to you because she's too nervous kind of vibe?
Yeah,
More like
yeah,
a
no.
confident fan.
Yeah, maybe like in the same industry would be nice.
Yeah. No, it's nice, especially in
she's
our
still a
world.
fan?
In our world, bro, a lot of, should we call them, a lot of girls outside the industry just do not know what we're, I'm like, hey, I have to work today. They're like, no, you don't. You don't have a boss. I'm like, okay, true, but I am about my boss, so I need to work today. It's just, I find it easier to have someone in the industry that kind of understands what you're doing.
I do want to date a girl though, but I just can't. You know?
I wouldn't try for it. I'd let it come. It'll come.
Exactly.
When you least expect it, when you least want it, it'll smack you in the face, and next thing you know, you'll be in love and be like, well, how did this happen?
And boom, that's it.
Hey, Tyler Brash, it's been a freaking honor.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you for coming on. Once again, where can we find you?
Tyler.Brash. It's TYLER.BRASH. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter,
YouTube.
TikTok, YouTube.
just Tyler
everything.
Brash.
YouTube, just Tyler Brash, yeah.
Big things coming, guys. Be on the lookout. He'll probably win an Oscar one day. So some of you guys are maybe wondering who's Tyler Brash. If you're on TikTok, you probably know who Tyler Brash is. If you're not, well, you'll probably know soon.
I appreciate it, bro.
Of course, dude. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Episode 6 is done. That's already 6 episodes of this shit. Oh, let's go, baby. More and more to come.